All right, let's talk about AI. We're going to break down the key categories of artificial intelligence that are already changing our world and take a peek at what the future might actually look like. So, let me ask you something to get us started. Is your email's spam filter the same kind of AI as a self-driving car? I mean, they both use AI, right? But figuring out the difference between them is really the key to understanding this whole field. To figure that out, we're going to look at AI through two completely different lenses. Think of this as our blueprint for mapping out the entire world of artificial intelligence. So on one hand, we've got its capability, how powerful is it? What's its potential? And on the other hand, we'll dig into its functionality, the real nitty-gritty of how it actually, well, thinks. Okay, let's kick things off with capability. A great way to think about this is like a ladder of intelligence. Every step up is a huge leap in potential power. So you've got three main rungs on this ladder. We'll start with the AI we're all using right now, then climb up to the stuff you see in movies, and finish with, well, the stuff of the distant future. All right, that first rung, this is artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI. And here's the kicker. It's the only kind of AI we've actually managed to build so far. People call it weak AI, but don't let the name fool you. It's not weak at what it does. Its focus is just super, super narrow. And you know what? AI is literally everywhere. I mean, it's the Siri or Alexa you talk to. It's the spam filter saving your inbox from chaos. It's how Netflix just knows what you want to watch next. But here's the thing. Each one is a one-trick pony. Your spam filter is a genius at spotting junk mail, but ask it for a weather forecast? No chance. Okay, climbing up to the next rung, we get to artificial general intelligence, AGI. Now, this is strong AI, and it's a massive, massive leap. For now, it's purely in the realm of sci-fi, but it's the dream, right? An AI that's just as smart and adaptable as a human. I mean, think about Data from Star Trek. He could fly a starship, compose a symphony, solve a complex physics problem, all of it. That's AGI. One system with this broad, human-level intelligence that can tackle just about anything. And then we get to the top of the ladder, the final, absolutely mind-bending rung, ASI, or artificial superintelligence. This is purely hypothetical, folks. We're talking about an intellect that isn't just as smart as a human, it's smarter than the most brilliant human minds combined, in pretty much every field you can think of. Okay, so that's the ladder of power. But what about how these things actually work? Let's switch to our second lens, functionality, and really peek inside the black box to see how they think. So, at the most basic level, you have what's called a reactive machine. This kind of AI has zero memory. It lives completely in the here and now. It sees what's happening right in front of it, and it reacts. That's it. No looking back, no learning from past mistakes. You've probably heard of the most famous example, IBM's Deep Blue. You know, the machine that beat the chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov? Well, Deep Blue wasn't remembering Kasparov's famous strategies or games from last week. Nope. It was just looking at the board as it was in that moment, calculating millions of possible moves and picking the best one. Purely reactive. Now, the next step up is actually the AI that powers pretty much everything we use today, limited memory AI. These systems can look into the past, but only the very recent past, to help them make better choices. A self-driving car is the perfect way to picture this. To change lanes safely, it has to remember where that car next to it was just a second ago and how fast it was going. It's that little bit of short-term memory that makes all the difference and keeps it from, causing a pileup. All right, so we've looked at AI through these two different lenses, its potential power and how it actually functions. Let's pull it all together now and see why this actually matters for the AI you use every single day. And this brings us back to our first question. Here's the big takeaway. Almost every single piece of AI we interact with today is artificial narrow intelligence that uses limited memory. So, your spam filter and a self-driving car, they're both highly specialized for one job, and they both rely on recent data, one on email patterns, the other on traffic, to get that job done. So, now you've got the tools to see the AI around you and know what it is. But what's the next step? I mean, understanding it is one thing, but what if you want to learn how to actually build it? Well, if you're feeling inspired and want to get your hands dirty, you might want to check this out. The Skill Development Center at the University of the Punjab has a short course on AI. It's all on campus at the Quaid campus, so you get real, hands-on practice building the kind of powerful AI systems we've been talking about. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. You now have the blueprint to understand the AI that's all around you. The question isn't just, what is it anymore? Now, the real question is, what are you going to build with it?